major scale, minor scale, the Phrygian, When I first picked interest in the world of modular synths, I was immediately appalled by the prices that the modules cost. I always thought that there was a cheaper way to do it. I would scour the internet looking for DIY circuits I could build, and little by little, at least I learned the basics. During the lockdowns, I had the time to sit down and figure out how to program the Arduino, and one of the modules I came up with is a CV quantizer. Now, I don't claim to be a pro in any way, but what I make is good enough for my use. If you find any of my designs of some use to you, consider supporting my channel on Patreon. Now, a voltage-controlled oscillator produces a note whose frequency is controlled by a voltage like this. A higher voltage fed to the oscillator produces a higher frequency. But in the real world, music is made by melodies and bass lines whose notes are restricted to a particular scale. It could be the major scale, the minor scale, the minor pentatonic scale, the Phrygian, and many others. Now, a lot of traditional African music is based on the minor pentatonic scale, and I made this track by quantizing my control voltages on my modular to the minor pentatonic scale. You can check out the rest of the track on my Bandcamp if you're interested. Without boring you with too much detail, the unquantized CV is fed into the Arduino through the analog pins. There are knobs to select what scale to quantize the CV to, and the selected scale is displayed on the 7-segment display. The program running on the Arduino does the computations and then sends the values of the quantized CV to the DAC, which is an MCP4922, which gives me a range of 5 octaves on its output. Now, if you want to do this project, I've put a link to a folder with the Arduino program and the full schematic diagram. If you want to listen to the track, it's also available on my Bandcamp. You can also consider supporting me on Patreon, which is where I post all the projects that I'm working on. Thanks for watching.